Hi, and welcome to this Power Pilates class. Perfect for beginners and seniors, and is also osteoporosis friendly, so there's no rounding or bending of the spine. First section of this workout will be in a standing position. We're going to do 8 moves for 40 seconds, 10 seconds rest, which I'll demonstrate the next move, and then we're going to do those same 8 moves one more time with optional set of hand weights. I'm using a set of 3 pounds, so 2 3-pound dumbbells, just light weights to start with. Today you can always increase your weights as you grow stronger. Or you don't have to use weights at all, or just water bottles are great too. Second part of this workout will be on the mat. We'll do a little bit more work for the core and leg region, finishing with our stretches. So we're going to get started with our warm-up. Make sure that you have maybe a water bottle and a set of light weights or water bottles. Feet are going to be directly underneath the hips, toes facing forward. Let's set our posture, roll the shoulders down and back. We're going to engage our core, so a little pelvic tuck, and we're going to kind of suck everything in like we have a corset here. Arms down. As we lift the arms above our head, we're going to raise up onto our toes and then lift down. Slow and controlled. We're going to inhale and exhale. We just have a few big dynamic moves here for our warm-up. And lift. Try to balance. Three more like this. Really reach up. And last one. Hands on the hips, little bend in the knees. We're going to do a hip circle here, drawing a circle with our hips, and then taking left leg, one leg circle up and around. Other side. Big circle, up and around. Circle left, left leg, up and around, so good for those hips. Circle right, right leg, up and around. Always have a chair to hold on to for balance. We're really going to work the core here today as well. And last one. Taking the feet out a little bit wider, toes to the corners. Start with just a small lunge side to side. Release the hands. And as we lunge side to side, give me a shoulder roll. Really pushing the shoulders down and back. Let's make the move a little bit bigger. Deeper lunge and then add that elbow. Side to side. Navel is still pulled into the tummy, into the spine. All right, even bigger, big arm circle. As big as you can. And can you lunge a little bit deeper in those legs? Two more. Okay, walking back to center here. Hands come behind the head. Point forward with that right foot. As we point forward, I want you to slightly lean back again so that core is engaged. And then we do a high knee. Lean back, high knee. Really pull the belly button in. Give me a little inhale and exhale. Open up the chest and grow tall, finding your balance. One more. And same thing, let's switch sides. Left leg comes forward, opening up the chest, slight lean back. Lean back, a little left. So we're not crunching forward, no rounding of the spine. And we're just coming back about an inch. For 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. Okay, first move is going to be a little parallel plie. So the feet again are right underneath the hips. Palms down, our arms rise in front of us as we bend our knees and set our hips back. So in a Pilates bend here, it's not a squat where we sit back. We're keeping our spine straight in line like we're coming straight down, our backs against a wall. Let's start our timer. Here we go. Bend the knees and then push back. So we're really activating our arms here. Really stretch the fingers forward. And let's be mindful of our knees coming straight forward so they're not caving in or out. And you only go as low as you feel comfortable. Okay, next we're coming into a wide second position, or like a sumo squat, toes to the corners, knees pressed out to the side, and our arms come in and out. Join me. Elbows in, press out. Again, tall, straight spine. Even though we're bending down, I want you to grow taller. Elbows in, flip those palms up and then down. Push up through those heels. That helps protect the knees. And squeeze those glutes on your way up. One more. Okay, next we're coming into a split stance. I'll turn to the side so you can see. Arms come forward, reach. And the heel taps back. Here we go. Bring it in. Reach it out. We have a slight hinge from the hips. Pull in. Reach and tap the leg out. Good. Extend that leg. Give that glute a little squeeze. Same thing other side, but I'm going to switch the arms up on you. This time we're going to do a tricep and a bicep. Here we go. Leg and arms back. Curl them both in. Trick here is to keep the elbows high. So shoulders are pressed down and back. Squeeze the back of the arm. We're squeezing the glute too. It's a lot to think about, I know. Almost there. Okay, now coming to a full squat, so feet a little bit wider than the hips. We're going to squat down, come up, and lift one leg. A little balance. We come down. Hands will just be on our hips. Lift into a passe. Down, come up, and lift. Again, totally fine if you need a chair to help support you. Weight is in the heels as you squat back. Again, taking the pressure off the knees. Next, coming into what I call a balance pendulum. So we're going to shift the weight side to side and then hold. So we go single, single, like a little double, or hold. Shifting that weight, finding that balance. Making it intentional. Grow tall. Want you to be feeling this in your hips as well. Last one. Ooh, shake that out. Next, we're coming into a curtsy lunge. So we step out, step back with the leg, and other side, just alternating arms, come out and in. Step out, curtsy, and curtsy. It's a timed workout, so you guys can go at your own pace. And again, you're only going as low as you feel comfortable. Just like squats, we keep the weight in that front heel. Excellent. Last move in our series here before we grab our weights is just a fly. So we're hinged over at the hips. We're going to bring the arms out. So using no weights at first here, tuck the core. Neck is just in line with that spine, arms coming out to the side. Really squeeze those shoulder blades. Such a great exercise for our shoulders and our back and our posture. We only have 10 seconds to grab our weights, so be prepared in about 5 seconds. Grab our weights, and we start again with the heel raises. Excuse me, our plies with our front raise. So feet again underneath those hips. Arms come forward in a front raise, and push down and back. Forward, down and back. You may need to go a little bit slower if you've added the weight, and that's just fine. And the heavier weight, probably the slower that you're going to go to make sure that we maintain good form. Coming no higher than shoulder height here. Excellent. Going back to that wide second plie here. Remember, our hands are in and out. Here we go. Bring them in. Take them out, palms down. Make sure you guys are breathing. Those shoulders are getting warm, I know. Drop the weights if you need to. Long, tall neck. Okay, let's go back into our split stance. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Remember, we reach forward and pull it back. Leg comes back. Here we go. Pull it in. Reach. Pull it in. Find your balance in your front leg. Tummy in. If having the weights high is too much for your shoulders, you can keep them low and do more of like a row. Almost there. Nice job. Same thing other side, but remember we're switching the arms up to the bicep and the tricep. Here we go. Take it back, curl it in. Think of a nice straight line from the top of your forehead, from that tailbone. Keep the elbows up high so we really engage the back of the arm there. More than halfway there. You got it. Keep breathing. Last one. Nice work. Coming back to our squat with the alternating passe. You can keep hands at the hips or on the shoulders if that's comfortable for you. Here we go. Hips back, weight in the heels, lift a leg. And break. Back to that pendulum. Weights are going to be at the sides, so they add a little bit of weight to that leg lift. Side, side, and hold. Side, side, lift and hold. So our hands just have a very light grip on those weights because I want you to make the leg lift it. This is a great one to practice in your bathroom or at your kitchen counter. So good for working the hips and our balance. Hold. Side, side, last one, side and hold. Ooh, that's a burner. Okay, next going back to those curtsies. If you're able to, remember arms out and in. You can always keep them lower. Here we go. Curtsy and in. Knees track in line with the toes, which are turned out. No hinge forward. Again, maintaining that straight spine. Excellent. We would be so strong. And break. Now we're back to those flies again. Hinging forward. Arms are long, neck is tall, tummy in, arms out to the side. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Your gaze is down just a few feet in front of you. Tummy in, protecting the lower back. We're almost there. Stay with me. Drop the weights if you need to. Okay, that concludes the standing portion of this workout. I will meet you on the mat. You don't need your weights anymore, and the second half is without a timer as well. Welcome back to the floor section of this workout. We'll be starting on our backs and then moving to our knees. If you have sensitive knees and don't want to put any pressure on them, just a heads up to keep an eye out for a modification. We're going to have a little box pop up here for a series of 3 moves. So keep an eye out for that. They'll be in a standing position for your modifications again if you don't want any pressure on your knees. Okay, so coming to a sitting position, and then we're going to slowly and gently make your way onto your back. I want you to tilt the pelvis so the lower back is pressed into the mat. So we're trying to have no space there in between our back and the mat. Let's lift our legs. Then I want you to put the heels together and separate the knees. Flex the feet. We're going to bring the heels towards our bottom, bending the knees. Again, they're out to the side. And then we're going to press straight out. So I like to call this like a little frog position. Hands are down, or if you like to support your lower back, you can have them there. So we bring it in and push it out. The lower your legs are, the more difficult this will be. We're going to keep our belly button pulled into spine the whole time. So you can have your legs going straight up. That's completely fine. Or again, to make it more challenging for the lower abdominals, you can have them come further out. If that lower back wants to pop up off the floor, maybe you've gone a little bit too far. You're also going to be feeling this in those inner thighs. So we bend, straighten, squeeze those thighs together. A few more like this. Two more. And the last one. Bring those knees together. Maybe give them a little hug in, relaxing that out. Okay, next we're coming to a tabletop position, hands down on the floor, and then we're going to lift the feet so the shins are parallel to the ceiling. Again, maybe a little wiggle for that pelvic tuck. Let's extend one leg out, tapping the toe, keeping the knee bent. Lift it up, straighten that same leg, and then we lower, lift, and bend other leg. So we tap, bring it in, straighten, lower, lift, and bend. To make this easier, you can leave one leg on the floor like that. So you do you. A few more reps of that. Here we go. We tap the toe, straighten, drop, and lift. Other side. We tap and lift, straighten, make sure you're breathing here. And same thing, you don't have to lower, tap the leg that far. As long as we have good core engagement and you're keeping proper form. I always say make the workout your own. It's important to challenge the body so we can keep progressing. Last time this side. And tap. Bring it in, extend, down, lift, and bend. And again, hug those knees in. A little rest here. Let's drop our feet to the floor about hip width apart, coming into a glute bridge. So we're going to lift, curling the hips up off the floor, relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders, only to about mid-back. Again, so there's no arch in that back. And let's lift our arms over our head. Lower the hips down. As we lift them up again, we're going to lower our arms down. Drop the hips, inhale, arms come up over the head. Exhale, drop the arms, lift the hips. Squeeze your glutes together. As we extend the arms, really stretch them long both ways, like we're trying to grow taller. This should feel really nice. Stretching the hip flexors, opening up that spine. A few more. Exhale. And last one. Leave the hands lowered at the side. One more squeeze up. And then let's come down nice and slow. Okay, we're going to roll over onto our fronts and do a modified plank. Again, if you're not comfortable on your knees, check out the modification box to do it up against a wall. Coming onto the forearms. You can lift your toes or leave them on the ground. Nice straight spine. Relax the shoulders down and back. And really pull that navel into the spine. We're going to hold here. Keep good form. Take a break if you need to. Give me a couple more nice deep inhales and exhales. Let's hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, coming up onto all fours. I'm going to turn it towards you, working on the core and our hips more, extending one leg out to the side. Again, check out the modification box. If you don't want any pressure on the knees, you can also put a rolled up blanket for some more support if you needed to. Arms come behind the head. Grow nice and tall. Core engaged, belly button pulled in. We're going to lean over to the side. Our spine is still straight. Maybe extend that arm down, reaching for the floor, and come back up. We come down and lift up. We're using the sides of our waistline here. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Come back down again. This time take the hand all the way to the floor underneath the shoulder, other hand on the waist. Let's lift that leg. Again, working that hip and the core. We're not here long, just 4 more times. 2, and 1. Nice job. Let's do the same thing other side. Taking your time, extend that leg out. Knee directly underneath the hip. Torso nice and tall, core engaged. Here we go. Little lean and reach. Final 3, 2, and 1. All the way down. Underneath the shoulder. Let's lift that leg. Doesn't have to be high. Also a nice balance challenge. After this, we get to stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. Gently again help yourself back down onto your back. Both knees are bent, feet flat on the floor, and let's extend one leg up. Gently pulling it towards you to feel the hamstring stretch in the back of your leg. Give me some ankle circles here. And reverse. Let's flex that foot. Maybe bring it 1 more inch towards you and hold there. And then all I want you to do is take this leg from the hip just a few inches, crossing the midline of the body. Try to keep the knee straight. Really want you to feel a stretch in that IT band. It's usually really tight on most of us. So again, very small move, just a couple inches, crossing the midline of the body. Couple deep breaths. Breathe through that. And let's bring that knee in. Give it a little hug. Put the foot on the floor, and then I want you to let the knee fall out to the side. So we have one knee towards the ceiling, one knee towards the side and try to keep your hips square to the ceiling as well. This is going to look different for everyone, depending on your flexibility. So just relax into that stretch, opening up the hip here. And when you're ready, let's bring that leg back in. You can use your hand as support, coming back to center. Other side, let's hug the knee in. You should feel a nice release in your lower back. And extend the leg up and ankle circles. And reverse. And we flex the foot and bring it another inch or two closer to your body. And same thing, trying to keep the knee straight wherever you're at. Again, it's going to look different for everyone. We cross the midline of the body. Whew. One side might feel tighter than the other. Hold there, a couple deep breaths. And straighten it back up. We're going to bend it down, and then again let that knee fall to the side. Try not to let your whole torso twist here. Again, keeping hip bones towards the ceiling like headlights. Big inhale. And exhale. And again, using your hands to assist that leg, bringing the knee back up. So let's extend both legs all the way out and bring the arms over the head. Really stretch long, stretching your fingertips all the way to your toes. Big inhale. Can you reach even further? And exhale. Now relax your legs and keeping the tops of your hands and your forearms, if possible, on the floor. We're going to bend our elbows and slide our arms down, opening up the chest. Just about halfway or maybe 3/4. Again, all the way up. And exhale. Bend the elbows, slide the hands down. We do this a lot in a standing position, like in yoga. It's called a cactus. Great for our posture. We can do it on the floor as well. One more time, big stretch. Inhale. And exhale down. Let's roll over to our side and gently push ourselves up. Coming to a cross-legged position, if that's comfortable for you. We'll take our right arm out and bring it in front for a nice shoulder stretch. Let's go ahead and take the left ear towards the left shoulder while we're here. Keep the arm, lift the head, and now look over to the side. Relax your shoulders. Head back to center. Release the arm down. Other side. First ear to shoulder. Make sure you're sitting tall here. Straighten the head and then look over the shoulder. Head returns to center. Release the arm. Both arms come up. Inhale. Crisscross. Opposite fingers coming to the opposite shoulder. Really open up. Try to press those elbows out and open to the side. You're going to feel this in the back of your shoulders and your triceps. Again, big inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Straighten the arms above. Palms facing each other. Flip to face the side. Press down. Flip the palms up. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, come back down. I hope you feel amazing. Please let me know in the comments how you enjoyed this workout. I'm all ears for what else you guys are looking for. This is one of my favorites. Let me know how you liked it in the comments. Thanks for working out with me, and I'll see you next time.